just can't be alone tonight. Don't you hang up again, baby. I just can't be alone tonight. Don't you hang up again, baby. I just can't be alone tonight. Don't you hang up again, baby. I just can't be alone tonight. Breaking up, all this static running through my blood. Again, why do you waste your light on me? Out of luck, can I keep my head above this time? Again, feeling the ground collapse on me. Blown around in a storm that only brings me down. Again, why does it feel so hard to breathe? Why does it feel so hard to breathe? So hard to breathe. Never found, but these voices bring me to my knees. Again, why do you waste your light on me? Again, feeling the ground collapse on me. Feeling the ground collapse on me.
Alrighty, guys, and we are back with another V6 Triple Threat Weekly. I'm here with our good neighbor. We haven't seen him on stream, but Deej, what's going on, man?
How's it going, man? I appreciate you letting me come on and do this with you. I'm sure I'm very excited. It's been a while since I've casted before, but I'm glad you let me come on and do this with you.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. I mean, it's always a fun time getting, you know, people that vibe with each other, especially when it's in Rocket League, you know. But yeah, Mace is cool. Mace is cool is not here. Welcome everybody though to the V6 Triple Threat Weekly number 22. We've got ourselves a pretty good run today. We've got a lot of recognizable teams and names in here. And I believe we have to change the server because it's a West server. Who did that? Oh.
I wonder who's West in this VC right now.
Crazy. Okay, here, let's put it to India. That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that definitely make it very interesting. I'd like to see how that happen.
Actually, I'm curious. Like, would that be content worthy? Like, we queue.
I mean, I feel like if you made a tournament where just the whole thing has to be played on Indian servers, one, I feel like a lot of teams would DQ in the second round, and two, I mean, if you stick that out, props to you, but couldn't be me.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably get tilted a little bit too fast for that. But
and I feel like trying to commentate over that would be kind of hard because I feel like we would just be lagging too, so everything would be behind.
God, it would be like the ultimate like you know what would be actually crazy is if you could like play on the server and then save the replay and see how the replay is like with regular ping. That would be actually insane.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Jesus. Yeah, I don't even want to think about playing on Indian server because sometimes I struggle to play on US East, and I am US East, so India might. Yeah, no.
Fair enough. But hey, so today we've got first team on the stream, Pre-Jump Esports versus Cringe. So I always like to do this with the co-caster. But what do you suspect in this game? Who do you have your bets on?
I mean, from looking at the rosters, and maybe a little bit of bias, I'm gonna have to go with Pre-Jump Esports. Personally, okay. I feel like I've heard of Nib before from Cringe, but I don't recall ever hearing of Butters or Bits. I could be wrong on that, but Butters I know. Oh, sorry.
Butters is kind of a troll. I'm not gonna lie.
I've
seen it. Yeah, I've seen him play a lot. He used to be the menace, the merc with the menace.
Oh, he runs a merc.
He used to. Like one tournament, he was playing, I think, Finnick, and then I believe this was like the grand or semi or finals, and he decided just to troll and bring out the merc and just start demoing everybody. I was like, yo, this guy's a menace. We need to get him out of here.
That sounds like a couple people I know where all they do is just drive around trying to demo. Like one of my buddies, one of our staff members, has like 10,000 demos or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he sent it to our chat. He put like a bunch of hearts. He's like, 10,000 demos, finally hit it. And I'm just like, how? I have like 200.
Jesus. But we're going to go ahead and have them join. I'm sure they're fired up, just waiting to play. Hopefully they're not cold. I'm pretty sure they're coming in pretty warm, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume they're coming in warm. I mean, they're coming off, I'm pretty sure they're both coming off some sweeps. I could be wrong again. Nope, they're both coming off sweeps. So far,
wow.
They're both looking pretty good. So, I mean, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We've got Butters off for a ripper right there. Wasn't able to get it middle though. Orange team on attack right here. Also something about the streams that you will quickly notice is I am terrible at pronouncing these guys' names, like 100%.
All right. Well, I mean, all right. So I know the pre-jump guys. It's Elevated, Buffy, Setch, and Blinksy, and then Butters, Nib, and Bits.
Okay.
Finally,
okay,
a team
okay.
that came up with some pretty easy names, in my opinion. That doesn't come too often.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And Butters, speaking of which, with a nice save, shot on net by Elevated. Bits though able to clear it out to the corner. Bits looking for a solo play. Doesn't have much boost. Elevated up. Tries to look for the double tap, but cleared away to Bits. Bits downfield on the counter attack. Looks for another touch. Not able to get it. Ball dangling in midfield. Link's able to flick it over one. Bits looking for a challenge. A nice 50 in the middle, and oh my gosh, Elevated following up that touch right there. That's a phenomenal counterattack right there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was really going much in one team's favor. It was just kind of bang ball back and forth. But you get pre-jump on the counterattack, and I guess they're gonna score, and that's exactly what they did. Buffy putting them up 1-0. Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, Cringe was a little bit, yeah, a little bit low on count when it came to their players right there. Speaking of which, another ball just sailing straight towards the net. Butters though able to clear right out, but definitely both these teams are gonna have to feel out each other. I 100% think.
yeah, I agree. And as we talk about that, pre-jump seemed to have already kind of warmed up to their opponents. They're putting on more pressure. I mean, and as I say that, Cringe gets the ball back in to the pre-jump half. But so far, it's looking pretty even between these two teams. Like you said, I feel like they definitely have to try and warm up to each other, and you don't really have much chance to do that in a best of three, so you got to do it pretty quickly. And with one goal coming for pre-jump, it looks like they're doing a little better than Cringe.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, when we talk about like high level gameplay, it's nice shot from what was his name? What was his name? I'm
It's
sorry.
Sech,
Sech.
or Sechu. I mean, it's just Sech. It's Sech.
Great shot from Sech right there. I mean, off of a 50 in the corner. I mean, you can only imagine that wouldn't go too well for Cringe right there. But kickoff happening. Blinks down the field. Orange team looking to put on pressure, but a quick counterattack coming. Butters for a shot, but cleared away. Fitz with a nice touch towards middle. Ooh, two committed on blue team. Shot towards net. Nib gets the save. Ball dangling on the blue half right here. Cringe trying to get out. Bit's able to get a nice clear into the corner. Blinks taking a 50 straight up right there. That was a little dangerous right there. I mean, really good 50 though. He had a lot of control right there on that 50. So easily cleared out and manageable by their team. Speaking of which, Elevate with a massive clear downfield. Nobody there. My boy, what's going on?
That's definitely not what I was expecting. I was like, all right, well, it's boomed down. I see two of Cringe players are up, but the third one's probably back. And then the camera turns around and it's a free goal for Blinks. I was like, wait, where'd the goalie go?
Right, I believe Nibs got demoed right there. It was by Elevated. I mean, when we talk about like the way these teams kind of create these opportunities, 9 times out of 10, they can be created from a demo or from even just a simple poor touch. And quite honestly, that's everything we've seen right now from either one of these teams. And speaking of which, a nice shot from Nib right there, taking effect from what I just mentioned. A nice demo, clears out the net, and boom, just an easy shot for him.
Yeah, they just proved your point. I think they were listening. Right after you said demo's been opening up some shots for pre-jump, they get a demo, and nice easy goal scored in by, well, I wouldn't say easy, it was a really nice double, but goal brought to you by Nib, and that was 3-1. And Cringe looks like they're starting to warm up to pre-jump, but I mean, they're down 2 right now, so they're gonna have to try and pick up the pace, because I feel like pre-jump has a little bit faster of a pace than Cringe, but at the same time, it's not enough to really affect the gameplay if they play their game and have good rotations and all that stuff you're supposed to have if you're good at Rocket League.
Exactly.
And not bumping each other.
Speaking of which, a massive bump from Nib on Bits. Like you said, it's more or less just having that clean rotation that really can benefit to either team's success, because we know what both teams are capable of when giving those opportunities and that space to do whatever they need to. And I feel like Cringe right now is just not creating that, but more or less artificially making it quite evident for pre-jump to then capitalize on, regardless of what they're doing. And I mean, it's just gonna come down to really who has better decisions and who has the better rotations at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's not like these teams just made it this far for no reason. So, like, we know that they're both good teams. I just feel like Cringe has to start to kind of prove it in a way, because I don't know if they're just not playing as good as they know they can play, but they're gonna have to change something because this one does start to wind down. Pre-jump is gonna take it unless something very weird happens. But yeah, I feel like just Cringe has to just kind of pick up their pace and play their game. I feel like they were double committing a lot. They were bumping each other on their own goal line, things like that. They just kind of gotta fix that and do what they did to get all the way to the winner semifinals.
Exactly. I 100% agree. I feel like their pacing this game was just a little bit too slow coming out of the gate here, and it didn't allow for them to make any opportunistic touches in midfield, which caused them to be in defense that entire game. But I mean, hopefully they are able to bounce back, because like you said, it's no coincidence that they made it this far in the tournament, especially with how cracked that bracket is. Like, oh my gosh, we've got so many good teams in there that they had to face to get to this point. But I didn't say my prediction. So if I do go for if I do go for Cringe, which I was going to, it's not looking too hot for them right now, but I definitely think
reverse sweeps are possible, but you can't go back on your prediction now, so you gotta stick with them.
fair enough. I will stick with Cringe. I believe they're gonna come out swinging a lot harder this match. They needed to defrost a little bit, we'll say.
That's fair. We got Butters coming out with a Dami too, a little switch up.
Yeah,
Maybe he just wasn't his main car, maybe those little things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, placebo effects do help a tremendous amount when it comes to a player's morale. Almost like how some people have like a lucky charm or something that they have on them before like their chess match or something. Right?
That's the first thing you came up with was before their chess match. I mean, I guess so. That's one way to, that's one sport. Esport.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
Yeah. Exactly, right? Who doesn't like watching their local chess game?
hey man, I can't say I've ever gone, but I mean I'm down.
Have you ever played like sports in high school?
Yeah, I played. Okay, Butters kind of just choked that, but yeah, I played baseball, basketball, and soccer, and I was a back-to-back state champ in soccer.
Dang, that's crazy. Triathlete over here. Dang.
Yeah, that's me. And now I'm no longer. I've gained a little weight, and yeah.
Hey, I mean, at least you had the fun while it lasted, right? I played a little bit of baseball in high school. I was a pitcher, but back to the game. I'm gonna stop going on tangents.
Enough of the sports, back to the esports.
I know, right? Enough of the real world. Can we get some like actual interesting stuff? Butters here, taking it into the corner. Nice 50 by Sketch. Oh my god. Setch. Okay, by Setch. And a nice shot coming out from Blinks right there. Really making it awkward for that defender right there, especially from elevated double tap right there, baiting out both defenders for Blinky just to get a nice and easy touch right there. I mean, it's so difficult to see it, but like I definitely do think Cringe just needs to have a little bit more pep in their step. Like they don't seem like they're moving around the field like they should be. A little bit more passive than what they need to be to go up against a team like this, because we can just see just an onslaught of pressure. Speaking of which, a nice demo from Setch right there, opening up a shot for Blinky once again. I mean, it never fails. Elevated doing his due diligence, gets past one, and Butters not back in time to save that ball here. I mean, really good job from pre-jump right now. We can definitely see how they were able to run away with this matchup here. But Bits with a nice flick. Butters looking for the shot. Touch towards sidewall middle. Nibs able to launch it back towards net. Blink getting a nice touch towards the corner. Bits with an infield pass, nobody there. Elevated, gets a touch. Not one that he was looking forward to. Bits with a nice 50 in midfield. Setch with a nice touch towards middle. Nib able to get it out, but Cringe looking a little awkward right now. Nib with a nice touch though, trying to keep pressure. Gets a nice flick over one. Looks for the bump, not able to get it though. Setch with a redirect towards backboard. Bits off backboard. Nibs with a nice touch there, keeping that midfield nice and healthy. Nibs with the shot. Blinks able to knock it around and out. I mean, this is all we were waiting for. I feel like from Cringe is just a little bit more pep in their step, and an open shot for Nib. Not quite though. Blinky able to make it back in time. Infield pass to Butters. They're not able. Very, very risky there. I agree.
You just have Butters sitting. He's the third man, and he's sitting probably halfway onto the pre-jump half, with 3 orange cars surrounding him. He misses that, it's game over. Oh. Jeez. Woo.
What?
Wow, I'm speechless.
Right? What the? I could have sworn that went inside the net. What the heck? A fake from Butters? I guess.
Someone?
I mean, somehow, some way it worked. I mean, Bits with the double tap, not able to knock it down with Nibs. Oh my god, dude.
Finally,
what is going on?
I feel like it's just finally from this team. They're just... I don't even know. They're starting to put on more pressure, though. Like, they already have... how many shots, Like, they got 9 shots. Last game, they had 2. So it's like... They're finally starting to show why they're here. But is it too little too late?
I don't know. I mean, with 30 seconds left on the clock here, I mean, I definitely do think it's possible. They just have to make a drastic change to their approach right here, and that's really gonna spell how the rest of this game comes out in 15 seconds. I mean, on defense, stuck on defense right now. Nobody on pre-jump, awkward right here. Just able to just keep up that pressure. Just playing it a little bit more conservative when it comes to their challenges. And I mean, we see it here, right?
Yeah.
Pre-jump with a 2-0 sweep. My God. But hey, it was nice seeing you. It was nice seeing you on stream, Butters. If you're in the stream right now, we miss you here, right? We miss you here. Definitely do more triple threat tournaments. We enjoy your guys' welcome. But congratulations to Pre-jump for their 2-0 victory in the semifinals matchup here.
Yeah, and they'll go on to face either Unrelenting or Smart Fellas. And I know you were talking about earlier, Smart Fellas did take down Sapphire, V6 Sapphire. Sad moments.
Sad times,
But,
sad times.
These are both teams that the Unrelenting has Realize, Kixby, and Knock, and then Smart Fellas has Threes, Mint, and Fire. So I feel like that could be a good series leading into the next series of the winners finals, where we'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
It'll be pretty awesome.
I mean, it just, I mean, like wine, right? The more the more it lingers, the more it ages, the better. The more this bracket goes up into the grand finals, right? I mean, maybe that was a stretch or something, but I don't know. I
agree. I could back that 100%.
It's even crazier. I'm looking at the bracket right now. Speaking of which, if you guys type in !bracket in the chat, you'll be able to find the bracket and all that information, all that good stuff there. But looking at the bracket, Cringe was actually the #1 seed for this tournament. Surprisingly enough, taken down by the #5 seed. So I mean,
4.
That's definitely a change of events that I did not see happening. But hey, we love to see new competition here. Pre-jump being one of those teams here.
Yeah, and another thing I did want to bring up, there was a man in the backfield. One of your guys did say he predicted for Rain Esports to take it all, and they fell to Unrelenting.
Oh wow!
So that is just wanted to point that out. Just thought I'd, how the turntables.
Yeah, I mean the tables definitely have been turning, and turn them right into the losers. But I mean, I wouldn't knock them out.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
no, I wouldn't count them out either. No,
I wouldn't
not a
count them out.
chance.
They're a solid team, but I mean, we see V6 Sapphire up against Virtual. 6 minutes. They might be finishing their matchup in the losers round 3. Both seated very, very, very closely together too. So I mean, who knows? Well,
That's yeah, that's definitely a tough matchup for V6 Sapphire because I know Ramen, Antics, Skyboy, and Amira are all pretty. Actually, I've never heard of Amira, but the other 3 are pretty good players. So that's definitely a tough matchup going on there in that losers
oh yeah,
bracket.
yeah. That losers bracket
I'm
is
excited.
actually stacked.
Yeah, I mean, when you get this many teams, like once you like hit the point of like 16, I feel like there's always just going to be those like crack teams that just for no reason are in the losers bracket and make the run like all the way because they just so happen to lose to the team that ends up like winning it or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. It's always that kind of like that brick wall that you hit at the beginning, and then, like you said, when the not so obese but fairly fit lady sings, right? When not so obese but fit lady sings, right? We're in
She's just
2022 right
jacked.
now.
She's just jacked.
It's 2022 right now. We can't body shame, right? Well,
exactly.
it comes down to like, dang, we really just got smacked early on by the team that literally just won the entire tournament. I've had that happen so many times.
Yeah.
I had a great story way back like 2 years ago when I was teaming up with Sarge and Benny 10. It was Skibbs and Benny 10. We played against Forky's team in quals day 2,
Jeez.
and we didn't quite get smacked the first game. Second game we came back and won it, and then third game was super close, and then fifth game we ended up losing. So it was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely feel like that team shouldn't have been like we literally got in a roadblock. Like it was so unfortunate because then they ended up qualifying, and I was like, wow, it's insane for day 3.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's stuff like that is just nuts. Because, like, I've always wanted to just try and play in quals, even though I know I'm going to get smacked, just to play against a good team and be able to be like, yeah, I played against so and so. Like, I have a screenshot because I played with a couple SSLs. They're like, yeah, we'll play one game with you. And I have the screenshot somewhere. I don't remember who it was, but I played against 3 pros.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
you got me sitting here at Champ 1, just trying to do something. And we only lost 1-0.
That's crazy.
It was only 1-0. It was probably the highlight of my Rocket League career. Because of the sole fact that I got to play against 3 pros, and then they were probably sitting there like, why is this kid here right now? Like, why are these 2 really good players doing this to themselves? But I mean, hey.
Gadara's in the chat here. Welcome, everybody. But he lost 1-0 to Clef. Monk Jr. Oh yeah, that's Monk Jr. is really freaking good. We just talk about how good Monk Jr. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I lost to J-Pow, Titus, and Heck.
J-Pow, Titus, and I do know who Heck is and J-Pow.
Yeah, J-Pow from X-Set and Heck and Titus from Paw Patrol.
Jeez. From Paw Patrol. Oh my god. There's an actual team named Paw Patrol. What the heck?
Yeah. It's Heck, Titus, and oh, you put me on the spot. Oh no! And I don't have a mouse. I'm using my just the pad.
Oh god.
I'm trying to move as quick as I can. It's where are they at? Where's the Paw Patrols? Did they disband? I don't know who it is. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see them on here. That's unfortunate. All that work for nothing.
Yo, but are you going to lands?
Am I going to Lance?
Yeah.
No. I live in New York.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Oof.
yeah. As much as I would love to make that trip, I'm in college. Uh, yeah, it'd be fun, but like, I don't know. I wish.
I was thinking about
Hello?
going to Lands because I'm in LA. Like I reside in LA, but I was like I forgot how much the tickets were. I know resale was like ridiculous, like 75, which is, I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest, it's really good for an event, right? 75 is really good for an event, but like I just couldn't I just couldn't I just couldn't I mean,
I
hey yo,
mean,
God, if you still got that ticket, I might reconsider.
that's a lot, but like thinking about it, I paid $600 to go to Rolling Loud,
Um,
and I mean it was money well spent. That was one of the best experiences of my life, but it was also $600 that I wish I have right now as a broke college student.
I feel that. I feel that, dude. Like, I'm currently not in college right now, but when I was in college, I stayed broke. I stayed
Yeah,
broke. Still am broke. Um, sucks.
I mean I just got my tax return back, so that was awesome.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I got my tax return, and it was like it never even existed. It was insane. Oh my god,
Uh,
dude.
how long are we
Yeah,
got
again,
until the
I'm
next?
dead serious. I actually might reconsider. I actually might reconsider going because I mean it would be good pub for one, good pub. Cause I've never gone to a lamb. I've never gone to a lamb before, so I'd like to kind of like scout it out. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it'd be definitely be really fun to go to one. Because I've never even thought about going to one because they're always far away from
Yeah,
me and like nowhere ever near me. And I get like LA's kind of close compared to other places, but it's still LA compared to New York.
yeah, exactly. It's still all the way across the entire continent, so
Yeah, exactly. It's just no, I think I'll pass.
it's gonna be pretty cool though. I'm definitely vibing. I'm definitely vibing the rosters that we saw posted. But it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be an interesting experience. If I do end up going, cause I, like I said, I've never been to a LAN. I've never actually been to like a. It's been a while since I've been to a sporting event. I wouldn't say I never have, but It's been a while since I've been to a sporting event, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna. I'm excited. If I am able to find a ticket, that is.
Yeah, I mean, there's always one laying around somewhere. You know, you can go on like SeatGeek or any of those fun places. You'll definitely be able to
Oh,
find one.
dude, I completely forgot about that. Like, SeatGeek. That's right. That is a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bud.
You know what? Seat.
Oh, you're going on. Here we go. He's going on. He's going on. Look it up.
See, let's see. Would I just type in like RLCS?
I don't even know. That's a good question. My parlay just lost. I'm sad. All right.
Oh, they have,
I,
bruh. Why does
well,
why does Rocket League Collegiate pop up but not RLCS?
maybe it's. Do I have? I don't know. I might have SeatGeek on my phone. Give me a sec. Let's see if we
Wait,
can work
God,
some wonders for you.
you bought the ticket? Huh? How does that make sense? You found the ticket?
Oh, I got Vivid seats too. Let's check this place out. Let's see if we can get them out of beat. Oh, am I frozen on stream? Oh no, I'm back. Never mind.
Yo, that's kind of poggers. Okay, I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back. I
RLCS.
can't have you just buying $75 tickets.
Oh, so you got one. You're chilling.
I guess I don't know. Maybe he's capping. Maybe I'm getting my leg pulled.
But he's just sitting here trying to make you feel good.
All right. Imagine. Damn. I just feel. Please, God. Please, God. My whole soul would just leave my body.
Jesus.
What? What is going? Okay. Well, like, Unrelenting is definitely game 3. 100% they're game 3. Just started game 3. I mean, this is going on for quite some time here. I do have a
Let's
sub
pull it
sandwich.
up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna go on the Discord profile.
Oh, it is game 3.
Oh,
no,
never mind.
Never mind.
They won.
Yeah, they won. Okay.
Can I click this game, please?
Alright.
Oh no, I just broke my computer. Nope, we're good. So it is
Alright.
unrelenting.
Tis unrelenting.
Kick, speed, knock, and realize. Realize is good, I think, if it's the person I'm thinking of.
Yeah, same. Yep. If it's
Which-
a person,
I don't know. Ooh, virtual and rain. Oh, virtual took down Sapphire. Rip.
dang. I mean, Virtuals is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty solid. But I mean, V6
They should
made it.
give Rain a run for their money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cringe definitely is gonna give Rain a run for their money. Or sorry,
If virtual
Virtual.
then cringe, I feel like that. Yeah.
that's a good
I don't
matchup
know,
right
dude.
there.
I think Rain could get knocked out in losers. I mean, don't quote me on that because obviously good teams have bad days.
Yeah, exactly. Good teams do have bad day. I mean, that's the one kind of like downside to playing any sort of sport. It's like you're always gonna have like your good days and then like your like not so good days or bad days, and it's like you just have to like try to bounce back from it and learn something from it. Honestly,
Yeah, exactly. Like it's never gonna be like you're never gonna always have perfect days. Like even pros like don't always have perfect days. And like are always making roster moves. And how many times are we gonna black screen today?
I don't know. That's like I mean like we just got an update for them to preload like assets for like season 5 when it drops, but I'm just like, is that making the game break whenever they do that? Because it always happens after an update that the game is just broken.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the game's just always broken at this point.
Exactly.
Like there's never a good day on Rocket League.
They're just waiting to release Rocket League with ray tracing with RTX.
Oh,
Yo, knocked. You the man. Right back at you.
Oh, Nox playing right now. I think.
Oh, in this
Wait,
matchup.
am I dumb? I could be just dumb. Don't quote me on that. But
Here, let me see.
I'm pulling it up too. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. He is.
Knock, realizing Kixby.
Kixby, I like that name.
There they are. Oh, why, dude?
What's going on?
Why did Realize have to make his name Ezelier?
Ezelier, who is that? Like a reference?
I have no idea. Oh, it's Realize backwards.
Oh,
Rain's losing 4-1 right now to Virtual.
wait, what? How? I mean, Virtual's a good, like they're solid, but like Rain,
Is also solid.
they definitely they who's on Rain again? They definitely made a couple roster changes
It's
since last time.
Carved Base and Sato.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a stacked roster. But like, what? Why are they like?
I don't know what it is. I feel like every time I see Ramen and Ski Boy on the same team in a tournament, they just pop off for no reason.
Fair enough.
Well, not no reason because they're good players, but like whenever I see them together, it's just insane. I don't even know. What do you say? Is this what? What? Are
Alrighty.
we? Oh, they're going.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess
Cool.
we're going.
Sweet.
Guess we're going with it. Who do you have? Who do you have on? Oh,
Um. oop,
actually, I have the wrong team names up there. I'm gonna change that later. But who do you have?
Oh, it's Kinley, Sato, and Carbs on Rain. That is my bad. But I'm gonna have to go with the team that we did just see playing in the last series and starting off this one hot with Blinksy. I'm going with pre-jump.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with pre-jump as well too. Like pre-jump is, I've never seen them play, but they're just so like they're so solid as a three stack right there. Like just so solid.
Yeah, I know these. I know like they've all had chemistry playing together. Like I know Buffy's played with Setch. I know Blinksy's played with Setch. But I've never seen them all compete together as a threes roster. And
Oh, okay.
I guess this is proving that they should potentially team if they're not already. I haven't really been following, but yeah, I mean this is they're performing, and I know they had like their twos chemistry, but threes is a whole new ball game, and they're showing why they're just good all around players.
Yeah, I mean they're. Speaking of which, like this, I mean, this team like that just came out. I mean, what's all these like unrelenting. They came out and they're actually doing really well. Speaking of which, knocking that one down. What happened here?
It's a nice pass by Realize over to Kixby, and it kind of Blinksy and Buffy with the double commit, leaving Setch to try and get that squishy save. Or no, the other way around. It was Buffy and Setch with the double commit off the nice pass, leaving Blinksy alone for the squishy. And those aren't the easiest things to do. Proof right there. 1-1.
Jeez, and speaking of which, carved with the raid. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Glad to see everybody here. We're casting Unrelenting and Pre-Jumps game in the finals of the Triple Threat Weekly number Dosey Dose 22.
I think that's is it not carved from rain?
Yeah. Yep. It's carved from
those
rain.
hampers. Wait, how are we doing carved from rain?
GG's, my mans. But a nice touch towards backboard to Eslier. Is it Eslier?
Realize.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We literally just talked about this. To Realize.
I was just going to let you keep trying until you
Damn.
asked.
It's funny because one of the players on our Valorant team that we just picked up recently, his name is Ricky, spelled backwards. So like my brain couldn't process it, like at all. I was having such a hard time and realized, speaking of which, given a pre-jump a little bit of a hard time there with that clanger of a touch right there.
Man, it was unlucky by Buffy. Tried to get back to that one. Looks like he was kind of just running out of boost, and it allowed for that one to just sneak in the near post and give Unrelenting lead at 2-1. And this one's definitely looking like it's gonna be a better matchup than the last series. No offense to Cringe, but ooh, as I say that, Blinksy ties it up. But I definitely think that this team in Unrelenting has been given a lot more pressure than Cringe did, and it's going to be something that Pre-Jump's going to have to work through because it's a lot quicker of a momentum swing than it was last game against them.
Yeah, I agree. The momentum swing that this game has shown them, not something. I mean, quite honestly, like we mentioned, the higher up in the bracket you go, the more of a threat these teams you're gonna be facing are gonna be. So I don't think they should have expected anything else and realized with his second goal of the game here. Like, I mean, what did this guy have for like lunch or dinner? Like I need to. This man's just accuracy is just insane.
I mean, he definitely had something in his Wheaties because he spelled his name backwards. But No, you can definitely tell Unrelenting came to play. They're not going away just yet. Just because pre-jump got the stream game doesn't mean that Unrelenting is any worse, and they're proving that point right now as we watch game one of this best of five series. It's just going back and forth, like the goal, and the pressure's just going wherever the goals are going. So like right now, pre-jump has some pretty good pressure, and I just feel like from history, okay, I was just kind of hoping Seps was gonna prove my point, but it just seems like the pressure, wherever the pressure goes, the goals come, and well, okay, never mind, it's a save, but
It was close. It was close though. Yeah, I agree though. Wherever the pressure goes, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be an opportunity, and it's just whether or not they're able to make the right decisions to capitalize on it. Like I mean, we just saw there bump play, easily putting pre-jump in a little bit of an awkward situation here, having 2 guys committed to this team, like to this play consistently here, allowed for them to sort of bring some sort of
oh my
pressure,
god, he just
but
chalked an open net.
literally, it's the it's these decisions that they're making, and once like what is realized, like how is he just getting all of these just seemingly just open nets, like it's just
Well,
coming out of nowhere.
Well, I don't know what happened on that offense, but it should have been 3-3. There was a nice demo that came in, first off. And then I don't know if Setch just didn't realize it or if he was intentionally going for something fancier. But it was a wide open net, and he just smoked it off the crossbar. And now
mean-
they're just kind of triple committing.
Literally, like I could understand the aggression that either team has, but at a certain point, you just gotta realize when to, kind of let off the gas here, because if you don't, right, you're gonna be caught in some weird situations. And speaking of weird, I mean, pre-jump being on the short end of the stick, losing to Unrelenting to their second match here, or sorry, to their first match in the series. What do you think is going on in their heads right now, pre-jump?
I mean, I think they definitely they have to turn a switch on that they didn't have to turn on last game, because we know all these players in this lobby right now are good players. They're solid players. They're here for a reason, as I've been saying the whole time. I feel like I'm just a record player at this point, but they're gonna have to change something up because of the fact that this game is a lot more fast paced than the last series they played, and it seems like they've been caught up a lot more than they were last series, and that's left realized with the hat trick of wide open nets that he had last game.
Okay. All right. So just more or less just a momentum shift they didn't expect from their opposition.
Yeah, like, yeah, basically, yeah. I don't know why I said like, but yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like you said, the proof's in the pudding. They just weren't ready for this, and you can kind of see they're trying to overcompensate for it with just putting even more pressure rather than kind of fine tuning that two-edged sword that they have, that they just don't realize. But I mean, we literally saw them getting the demos they needed to open up those areas of attack, and using all of those tools in their arsenal to really kind of come out on top. But knocked with a nice touch towards backboard here. Capesby not able to follow it up. Easily cleared away though by Orange team. Elevated up with a nice 50. Ball still in Orange side. So it's looking like they're running a little low on boost here. Just a little bit low. But Bixby able to get that ball cleared away, and Kixby trying to get a 50 in the midfield right there. Wasn't able to keep up pressure though. Able to get a nice touch out and pass one defender. Setch
And
with the,
I feel like they're not as confident in their rotations pre-jump as they were in the last series. Last series, their rotations were like picture perfect. And now they're getting caught with all three men forward. They're getting caught double committing, and it just doesn't seem like it seems like the same team as last series, but at the same time it doesn't. As Blinksy goes for a casual double flip reset, but it's just I feel like they gotta have more confidence in the rotations like they did last series.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Last series was, I don't know, like you said, it was just it wasn't anything that they were really kind of suffering from when it came to any goals that they were subject to. More or less than just a well played shot. Speaking of which, I mean, realize he's the only guy popping up on the screen from now on.
Yeah, and that just came off of a like panic moment where they didn't seem to have faith in their teammates. Buffy had an easy clear downfield for all three of their players to just push forward and build up a counterattack. And Such came flying across and just smoked it into the corner, which led to that goal that we just saw right there.
Why do you think? Why do you think all of the counterattacks that we've been seeing from pre-jump have just been kind of like diffused as fast as they have been?
I feel like it's also come with the fact of the overcommits because if you don't get if you're all three of you are forward and you're building up your counterattack, once all three of those players get a touch on that ball and you're all pushed forward, that just and you don't score off it, it just leaves you all stranded forward, which allows Unrelenting to then have their counterattack of their own, which has led to the 18 goals that Realize has scored off of fast breaks
Okay.
and double commits like that, where Realize scores those as well.
On fast breaks, just like
Yeah,
I
Buffy
agree.
got the touch and Blinksy had no faith, and it's just the confidence has to come back like we saw in the last series.
I mean, like I said, I wholeheartedly agree with that. It's never been a choice of whether or not this team is able to execute, more or less, whether or not they have that trust, like you said, that trust factor that they implement so many times over and over again in their rotations. Because right now, like they're just seeming a little bit too hesitant, a little bit too passive on their pushes, and all Unrelenting has to do is just the complete opposite and realized bar down, wasn't able to knock it down, but I mean, they're just able to just almost just completely defuse the situation on defense because of that one thing.
Yeah, and it seems really demotivating too for pre-jump as it's not like they're not getting pressure. They have 8 shots right now. It's just they can't seem like that. Things like that right there. They get good shots off. They work to get the opportunities that they're getting, but there's just always a defender there. That's another thing. Oh, sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. I want to credit Unrelenting for their amazing rotations that they've had as Such puts one in, but it's just a consolation at this point. Hopefully, building their confidence as they go into the next series, next game, because they're down 2-0 in this series now, and they need a reverse sweep to get it back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't want them kind of coming out here thinking they can just get reverse sweep. Like, we need them bouncing back. Come on, guys, pre-jump. I had you in my predictions for you guys winning. You got to bring it back, guys. But like you said, I mean, kudos to Unrelenting for coming out and kind of deciphering their gameplay right here.
Yeah, and pre-jump had 11 shots, and Unrelenting had 8 saves, compared to the 10 shots from Unrelenting, where 8 of them hit the post, and pre-jump had 2 saves. So it's really coming down to I feel like if you take that much offense and that much defense, It really does just come down to rotations. I know that probably sounds weird that I just tied those together, but that's just how I think of it.
It's true though. It's true because at the end of the day, that's the most that's a constant in either defense or offense is how good are you able to capitalize on your rotations to get into a better position. It's just another layer to this crazy psyched out game we call Rocket League.
What a game it is!
I mean,
It's uh,
I feel
sorry.
like the only game that can top Rocket League is Rocket
Yeah,
League.
it's sideswipe.
Side side, exactly. Just at Psyonix, yo, when's Rocket League 2 coming out? Can I get some insight?
We need it like ASAP. Fix
I'm
something.
curious. Or you can go.
Oh, I was just gonna say Psyonix needs to fix something because everyone just kind of accuses this game of being broken, so I'm just gonna stand by that. But it's definitely just them raging.
Yeah, 100%. This game, like the fact that they're able to keep tab on how many mechanics we've quote unquote unlocked as a community. Like, I don't know if you've
Yeah,
seen
like
that. Like,
there was that new jump or whatever that just came out. I know Apples is in the chat. I know he knows what it's called, but it's where you like hit the corner of the wall and you like jump, and it'll like put your wheels back on the wall and give you a jump while you're in the air.
oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like the Yerks or something,
Yeah, I don't
or like
remember what
the
it's called. I know Apples knows what it's called because he's the one that told me about it. But it's just like, how do you even think of that?
I don't know.
Like,
And like,
like I get a flip reset because you get your tires on the ball just like you had your tires on the ground, and they'll give you a flip. Kind of common sense. But how do you flick to jump into the wall and then get another flip? As Knox scores that in with an unlucky read by Buffy, I feel like we should go back to the game.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Or
I
by
agree.
Setch.
Such, yeah, I wasn't able to read that quite yet. Just from not the best of a 50 by the first man there. I I wouldn't say that's um accustomed to pre-jump. More or less just a really good sequence of events and good positioning and rotations from Unrelenting right there just to capitalize on it. It's just how many times are they able to, or as a team, how many times are we able to be in the right spot at the right time?
Yeah, and I feel like another thing, like if you're pre-jump right now, like losing, yeah, it happens. It happens to everyone, but you don't want to get dropped down to the losers bracket from a sweep, and where if you have to come back, you have to play this team again, or they already have a game in hand, and you have teams in the lower bracket like a really hot virtual esports team that like are there to pounce on your lack of motivation from being down, and
Yeah,
especially if you get swept.
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's motivation's a lot more to say when it comes to sweeps because you really have to take that like into like you said into another match and it's always daunting to do so because let's say you are able to take that to a match. Now what's your game plan coming into playing them in the grand finals? Who knows, right? It really kind of comes down to if they're down by 2 games or 3 games or sorry 2 games in the series, if they can find out something that they can exploit from the team they just got swept by to make it back into the grand finals, can't really go wrong with that. Especially with the team as solid as Unrelenting we're seeing.
Yeah, and like it's not like they've picked it up this game, in my opinion. Pre-jump has picked up. Well, I mean, with demos like that, they're not, but they've picked up their pace. They're switching it up. They're getting a lot more pressure, in my opinion. Like they're out shooting Unrelenting, things like that. It's just there's always a man in net who's gonna save it for Unrelenting. Like you get one coming out, and then it looks like a free shot, and all of a sudden, you get Knock coming flying across the goal line, making some unbelievable save. So I just got to give credit to the unrelenting defense. I
Yes, literally. Saw it happen right as you were just speaking, dude.
Knock comes
Insane.
flying across and makes some unbelievable save.
And then
It's
kicks
just
the
I have to give props to the unrelenting defense,
so
and
it's
there it
so
goes.
fluid. And their defense is just it's so fluid. It's like it's just a well-oiled machine that they have just spent so much time, you can tell, just working on. And they're
Like
all
Knock with four
conclusively.
saves. Knock
Yeah.
with 4 saves. Who is this man?
I don't know. They all had 0 assists, 1 shot. Like these stats aren't really saying much to them, but we can just see why it was so necessary. The amount of saves that they had kind of were created from the amount of pressure they could get going into the offense here. I mean, they all had fairly enough shots, right, to finally land a goal, but the amount of shots that the other team had, that only shows like how much um how much pressure they had on Unrelenting. And if you're not able to, like you said, you send 3 men and they're not able to do the job, guess what? Now you got an open net that you got to deal with. But great job from Unrelenting in both teams. Really, really came out swinging. Both teams here. But let's see. That'll bring us with Unrelenting. Being in the
I just knocked my mic off my desk.
that'll.
Oops.
You're good. You're good. You're good. I don't know. I don't know who put them in the losers. It's okay. It's okay. We can reset that. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like
Um.
if you think back to that last game too, it was 1-0, and the one goal that came for Unrelenting was off of a bad forced read by Setch that he missed the touch and it just fell on the Knox hood and just rolled in. Like it's not even like they were playing bad. It was just like I hate to say it, but it was just Unrelenting was playing better.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely were. Also, guys, it was not my bad. Don't at me. It was probably someone else, one of our moderators. In which shame on our moderator. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. It happens.
Shame, shame,
I
shame.
got you guys. I got you guys. You guys, thank you guys. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick little break here. Um, Waiting for our next matchup here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you guys momentarily. Alrighty, guys, and we are back with another V6 Triple Threat Weekly number 22. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we are back from that little hiatus that we have. We've got both teams here ready to fire off. We've got Virtual Esports versus Pre-Jump Esports in the losers round finals. So the infamous question that we always ask around here. BJ, I'm gonna mix it up. BJ, what team do you think is taking it?
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make you pick first.
Oh, okay. All right. Balls on my balls on my side. Okay. I think. Wait for it, guys. It's a crazy idea, right? Crazy. I think Pre-Jump's gonna win.
That puts a lot of pressure on me. Was this a best of 3?
Yes, best of 3.
You got a series and score in mind?
I'm gonna say sweep.
Holy. I'm gonna back your choice here on Pre-Jump, but I'm gonna go with 2-1. And I think it's gonna be win-loss-win for Pre-Jump.
Win. Okay.
Yeah. And I think game 2 is just gonna go to some overtime with some fluky goal that brings it to game 3.
Okay. All right. I feel like Pre-Jump is just gonna come out swinging out the gate, off rip, just boom, boom,
mad.
bam,
They're
Yep. Just mad. Hey, Ariel, thank you for hopping in. Great to having you guys. Everybody that's new here. Like I said, we're kicking off this best of 3 matchup in the losers round finals. I am not counting out Virtual. Anything can happen. Like I've been preaching time and time again. Virtual's a solid team. It's just, I think Pre-Jump, if they've learned anything from the last game, that they'll use that and kind of create some sort of momentum going into the first game. Elevated getting a nice clear downfield. T-Boy, though, it'll clear it right back at him. Ooh, Setch not able to get the touch, and Ski Boy following it up. Oh, God. Oh.
That is unfortunate from Setch. Misses the touch, leaves Buffy thinking that he's going to get the touch, and just giving Ski Boy a free goal. It's only 22 seconds in. We haven't seen much yet, so we can't, in my opinion, we can't really predict how it's truly going to go. But it's definitely looking like both these teams are going to come out fighting. Because I know that Pre-Jump's a good team, and I know that Virtual's a good team. Because every time that these 3 team together, they pull off some of the craziest stuff I think I've ever seen. And and that's okay. He did save it. Oh, he saved it again. Okay. Wow, that's not what I was expecting. But yeah, I think that Pre-Jump, like you said, is going to come out swinging, but Antics has other thoughts on that end, as he'll bury goal number 2 for Virtual. Unlucky 50 by Blinksy. You can talk.
I mean, I just feel like I'm going to end up with the short end of the stick. This prediction. But hey, Elevated, thank you for boosting my hopes up right there. Appreciate it, my mans. Kickoff goal. That's what we need, guys. Get that momentum going. But yeah, I mean, I can already tell right now that this team right here, Virtual, they are making some magic happen. And not none of that smorgasbord magic, but like,
dude, what is Blinksy on today?
I don't know.
Dude, what?
I have no clue.
That's the second just like insane. I mean, that's probably just easy for him, but like, I don't care. That's the second insane just like angle where he's just taking out a protractor and like, I'm gonna jump off the back wall and just tap it.
It just gets a protract. Oh my god, dude! You know what would be an amazing like challenge?
What?
Like getting a virtual like protractor, and like trying to calculate the angle that the ball
Oh my
was
God.
like that was hit, like guessing the angle.
That was hit at like negative angle, even though it's not a thing. Antics just doesn't want any of our predictions to go right.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's just unlucky by Blinksy. Sedge getting a touch on the back wall. Blinksy had done what their team name said. He pre-jumped, and it didn't really work out for him. So it looks like they might have to change their team name and change their strategy, as then they double commit, and Ramen will put in another one over the head of Sedge and Blinksy. 4-3. 3 minutes left. There's still time. Voice crack. But I mean, it's virtuals come to play, and last time we saw a team come to play against pre-jump, they did end up getting swept. So they definitely have to try and figure something out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know. It's seeming like, I don't know if it's just like pre-jump themselves or just the teams they're going up against, because like they just don't look like the same team we saw that first matchup on the stream.
Well, he's saying that he wants us to talk about protractors again. So, but no, yeah, I agree, and I think it's the competition's gotten tougher, but at the same time, pre-jump doesn't seem to have the like shine and motivation that they had in that first series that we saw against Cringe. Again, I could be just talking out of left field, but
I mean, it could be so. It could be so. We don't have access to their comms, their channels, but I mean,
I can pull that up real quick.
you're in the losers finals. This is kind of winner takes all to get into the grand final. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I would not be surprised.
What a
if
demo.
Phenomenal Dimino.
Demino.
Dimino. Let's go, Dimino. Phenomenal Dimino right here. And without that, that's still a 4-3 game right here. But I stand by my predictions here, folks. I still do think pre-jump will come out with a 2-0 sweep. If someone were to give me another kind of try at a prediction, I'd say the same thing. If someone were to give me $1,000, if my prediction was right, I'd still stand by the same thing. I just like the way pre-jump has just like that just they have that thing, and once they tap into that thing, you know what I'm saying? Once they tap into it,
some more pep in this step.
some more pep in that step. Yes sir, yes sir.
They just seem to be faster now. Like, I feel like they just like they're like, all right, so we gotta play this game. Oh, cool. 3 minutes left. All right, we're down 2. Oh yeah, all right. Bet. Word. I don't know. Oh, Musty. Oh.
Ooh, nice. Not quite. And
They're bringing up the demos. They're just getting physical.
yeah,
You know,
just gotta get a little
you just
physical.
gotta get physical. Because I know for a fact, when I'm playing against other teams, and they're getting physical on me, it makes me really mad, and I come very close to uninstalling the game. So,
Yeah, just uninstalling your entire computer.
yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna unplug it and then just like make it not exist anymore. Just like the computer's gone. You know, I don't even need it for anything.
Dude, but, I mean,
30
another. What? What?
Virtual's panicking.
I think so. I mean, an easily preventable double commit right there.
There was no reason for Antics to go for that. Ramen, like it looked like Ramen was losing that challenge. Antics should just come back to net. Instead he tried. I don't know if he was going for a pinch or he's going for something. But is this another one? Oh,
I don't
wow.
know. I
That
don't
was
know.
bench. But yeah, they're kicking something up a notch, and right now it just like Virtual seemed to have their number at the beginning, but they forgot it.
Yeah, they definitely were blindsided from that number, I feel like. And
Like they were given the wrong number and accidentally called 911. Like
asking for an emergency, it's, what I'm saying, with pre-jump making their way number uno into this into this losers finals, and this is a best of 3 matchup, so this is it. If they don't come back, Virtual doesn't come back with that, whatever they had at the beginning, and kind of end it off with that. We do have number 23 triple threat weekly next week, right? we there is a 23rd triple threat that you can do next Tuesday, but I'm not counting them out just yet. Like I said, Virtual, they showed what they had at the beginning of the game, and I'm just watching this replay right now, popping off that first goal of the game, just a nice redirect from, yeah.
hey man, your Wheaties were better than mine. Give me some. And here we are.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't have said it better. Them Wheaties though.
Them Wheaties though.
Have you ever had a bowl of Wheaties?
I've had Life. That's
Life?
the closest I've had. I've never had actual Wheaties.
Let's see. Wheaties are like the orange box, right?
Yes, they are. And Ski Boy doesn't like the orange team. I don't know. That was just the coolest thing I could think of at the time. But
I've had a box of Wheaties. They are the driest cereal you can ever get.
I'm trying to think of dry cereals. What's another dry cereal? Nah, you know what's fire is Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles. Oh my gosh, my sister had some Cocoa Pebbles just a couple days ago. I mean, I personally, I like Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, I can back that. I was hoping you weren't gonna say like Cocoa Puffs.
Oh
Like,
God,
the
no.
Pebbles are just so much better.
Yes, they are. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Cocoa Puffs are so, it's like artificial chocolate. Like, it's a way, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't.
I'm pretty sure the Pebbles are too, but
But like, it tastes so processed. Like, they took the physical chemicals that cocoa bean is made of, and threw it into a cereal, and like threw some brown dye into it. Like, it's so bad. Have you ever had Crave though? Crave,
yeah,
solid.
that stuff hits different.
Oh yeah, I sometimes would just eat it alone, just straight up.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's like one of the only pardon me. It's like one of the only cereals where I would just eat it plain.
So good. But getting back to this game,
I was about to say, back to the game.
we've got Orange Team on
what a
the
fake.
ropes. Literally.
Wow.
The rope-a-dope right here from Ramen.
Like the noodle.
Ramen. Is that how
Okay.
ramen spelled, like the noodles? Oh no, it's
Nah,
not. It's
I'm
not.
pretty
It's
sure
not.
there's no H or Y.
Yeah, there's no H or Y. Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't like ramen noodles. But
what? Okay,
I don't like pasta.
I'm gonna let that. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let that slide. But elevated, taking a shot towards that Ski Boy, it would clear it out. A nice clear out from
Damn all my
Ramen.
antics.
Really open up that midfield there for Ramen to get a touch right there. Antics trying to get a touch towards net there, wasn't able to. Ski Boy to Antics, but quickly diffused by Orange Team here. Ramen getting a nice touch towards corner. Ski Boy trying to take control of this. Puts it out middle, a little dangerous here. Elevated though. Trying to keep Trying to keep that midfield alive. Gets a nice touch up to Blinks. Well, I forgot his name, man. I can't. Blinksy. Like, where do people like? I'm not coming after you, Blinksby, but like, where do people come up with like these names? Are very, very creative.
Like thinking back to Cringe, where they just had these like 3 butters. You got Nib, and just like these like 3 easy names, and then you get teams with like Ski Boy, Antics, Ramen, Buffy, Blinksy, and Setch.
It's like, what? Hey, but you know what would be pretty cool if we got just like these like Rocket League players all in kind of like this podcast, and just kind of just went over kind of just like how I got my name, like instead of like how I met your mother, like how I got my name.
Those talks are always just like the best talks when you're just like hanging with like your gaming boys that you meet, and it's just like, hey man, how'd you get your name?
Yeah, it's so like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's so heartfelt, but some of them are. Some of the, cause like, just a little background,
Call to save.
The way I got my name, Brosy, was actually in baseball. There's this guy named Josh. Me and him were pretty tight. We weren't like close friends, but we're pretty tight. And he always used to call me Cool Bro. And that evolved into Cool Bro C with a C, because that's the start of my name. And then it evolves to Cool Brosy. And then that evolved into Brosy, and then I changed the I and the E to just 2 I's. So now we're here, right? We're all cut up, guys.
I mean, during that, we had a nice little goal by Setch trying to bring pre-jump back into this one. But now I kind of want to give how I got my name in my timeline.
Hey, go for it.
So it originally was Chrome Turtle.
Chrome Turtle. Okay.
Yep. We don't ask how I got that, cause I thought it sounded cool back in like 5th grade. But then I just went with like, I got older and I was like, this sounds really stupid. So I went to BJ3 because my initials are BJ and I'm the 3rd.
Ah.
And then, oh wait, hold on, pause. No way. My prediction was almost like picture perfect. If he would have scored that, they would have went into OT. He would have scored some BS.
Okay. So you kind of condensed it. And now we're all caught up, right? Okay. I mean, it's a nice name. It's a creative name. It's more creative than Brosy. But anyways, that's true. I mean, it's different. Actually, okay. Stylish. I like that. It's funny because it would be even cooler if I was like the second, like, but my actual name.
Yeah.
My actual name is Coley, so I mean, not very many people I've met with that name, if I'm gonna be quite honest.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met. I think you're the first that I can say that I've met.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, I'm the first anybody. I'm the first Coley for anybody to meet. I think that's actually kind of cool. Even though everybody botches my name.
Yeah, I've never met a Coley before. I mean, my name is Bruce, and I mean, I think it's pretty rare. It's not as rare as Coley, but
I've never met a Bruce before. You're the first Bruce.
well, I'm the 3rd Bruce actually.
Oh, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Blinksy though, taking it off wall, gets it past one. Ramen sending it back towards Orangefield. Sech though, just a little bit of a boomer ball going on in here. Sech with a nice 50 though. Looks for a pass middle. Shot towards net, just a little wide. Blinks able to put it towards the corner. Nice 50 comes out. Sech looking for a nice touch here, but Ski Boy with a. Can we like get a speedometer on that? That was fast, but an even faster save from Elevated.
That was a heater.
Heater.
Yeah, the reaction time of a something that has a quick reaction time.
Of like a. Yeah,
I don't
something
know
that has a
anything
quick
that
reaction. Hey, if there's anybody in the chat right now, what has a faster reaction time than Ski Boy? Actually,
Yo,
speaking of
Blixie
that,
with the angles, dude, can he stop? Like, this is like making me feel like I know I'm bad at the beat, but like, you're just making me feel worse.
I don't understand. Like,
Breaking out the angles, dude.
do these guys have protractors or something? Cause like,
Oh. Imagine you just got a protractor like taped to your screen. Just like, all right, this is the angle we gotta hit here, boys.
5 protractors just taped to the screen. Like, bruh, what the heck? But it's like Rocket League is such a weird game. It's evolving. It's still evolving, and it's been around for almost 6 years now. Like, what is like? Actually, no, it's been around for almost 7 years.
Prehistoric.
7 years. That's a long time. We're coming up to Rocket League being like a little grandpa here and Elevated. Yeah, with another nice goal here. Open net. Speaking of which, it's just a little bit too aggressive there from
I think it was Ramen, but I could be wrong. But it was
Yeah.
also a nice 50 from Blinksy.
That is true. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you get a little tunnel vision in these matches, especially with them being as high pace, as fast paced as they are. Because, I mean, you never really want your third man committing as last back there. But, oh my gosh,
Free
Blinksy.
jump.
I know, right? He had a little bit of an ego on him right there for that one. That was a little scary. Even if I was Blinksy, I don't know if I would have gotten that.
I wouldn't have.
Ramen though, putting a shot towards net. Blinksy able to clear it out. Sech trying to look for the pinch there, not able to get it. Blinksy with a nice touch towards corner here. Ooh, and Blinksy past one. Elevated. Up in midfield. Sech looking for the double tap.
Pre-jump.
The pre-jump. A little bit of
What
a
is
double
happening?
commit too. Crazy enough. But it turned out almost in their
Oh.
favor.
Okay, so this is where pre-jumps got to be careful because it seems like they're getting too comfortable. And you know what they always say, a 2-goal lead is the worst goal lead in any sport because once they score, then they got the momentum to come back, and then they're only down by 1. So you can't be getting too confident. You got to just keep playing your game. Minute 20 left. You know, you're winning. How about just keep it that way. You know?
Exactly.
Sounds that easy. Make it that easy.
Exactly. Don't do anything out of the ordinary. Just keep the play consistent, right? Keep it concise, keep it consistent. Because at the end of the day, like you said,
See?
you're up by a goal, and boom, the opportunities show themselves time and time again.
See, you know, Buffy goes for his typical cracked play because he's cracked, and then makes him double commit, and there you go. You're back up by 2 goals. Now try to keep it that way because Virtual's not gonna let off the gas, as they haven't all series, and they obviously still want to win. And there's a minute left. A minute's enough time to score plenty of goals, including that one right there. I wouldn't say that was anything out of cockiness. I think that was just a good goal by Virtual off of a double commit by pre-jump.
Yeah, it's literally simple to say, just off of a double commit. Lack of communication there, quite honestly, and no follow-up touch from from their second man. I mean, they did have two firstmen, so it's kind of hard to have that next guy challenging there. But like you said, all this team has to do is just hold on to that one goal here. But Virtual is not making that quite easy here, as we see them relentless pressure right here. Ramen getting the dribble, but a nice pinch. Oh my god.
And I feel like when you get into these like big games, like when you're coming down to the wire and you're up by one goal with 30 seconds left in like the finals, it's just like always pressure at your goal. That's not a good whiff.
Oh,
Who was that? Blixie. Blixie.
oh my gosh, dude. They've been susceptible to that twice. I've seen that where a guy misses the ball and their third man is already committed.
No way.
Oh.
What is happening? The dunk from Sech.
Why has the end of this game been the most exciting part of this game? The last 10 seconds. Oh my god.
Yo, okay, alright. I just want to say right now, I said that it was going to be 2-1 in the series. I said there was going to be an overtime win. Yes, I said it was going to be for Virtual, but I said it was going to be off some stupid goal. And
hey, I mean, that's just a good play right there. Demo third man, open net, boom bop bing bang, bada bow. Bada bing bada boom bop bow. My prediction was wrong, right? My prediction was wrong. But look who took it. Look who took the victory. Ah man, I got something in my eye. Jeez. What is I mean, I had a sub sandwich with like jalapenos on it. Maybe I just like rubbed. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's muted? Okay, are we good now?
yo, you guys didn't get to hear about my 18-team parlay. Or not team, 18 thingy. Yeah, y'all want to hear me? Oh wait, they said during the game they could hear me.
Oh. Huh. That's pretty.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
But congrats you guys for your victory in the lower bracket. So now we have
Oh wait,
them
I'm
going
back.
up.
They can hear me again.
Okay, we're good. Now we've got Unrelenting versus Pre-Jumped Esports. So we're gonna go ahead and get their matchup set up. But
I'm
first,
trying to
we're gonna.
listen to myself on stream right now, and it sounds like I'm in like a tunnel.
I was noticing that. I don't know if that's something you're able to change.
I don't know, because it's like, I don't know if it's coming through my headset, my mic, or my camera. But it always switches. Every time I do anything, it switches.
Huh.
But yeah, you can go back to what you're saying. Sorry, I'll try and fix that.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick little break. Get all of this sorted out here. But don't go away. Once again, we will be back momentarily. Alrighty, guys, we are back with another for the weekly number 22, and I'm here with my co-host DJ. We've got our last streamed match for today, our grand finals, Unrelenting versus Pre-Jump Esports. They've made it this far, my mans. They made it this far. How you feel?
I'm feeling good. This is redemption. This is the revenge story of Pre-Jump coming back at Unrelenting. I feel like they're coming in hot off a team that beat a bunch of really good teams that were in the lower bracket, and they're here for the revenge that we expect from any team coming out of the losers final.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah.
I mean, I see what you mean. They are coming back for their revenge matchup here in the winners grand finals, and this is gonna be for all the beans. So either one of these teams are coming out with a prize pool here. I didn't mention it at the beginning of the stream, but this is $100 triple threat tournament. So our first place winners will be coming out with 75, and then our second place with 25. So any team is coming out with a cash out. So with that being said, it's just who wants it more, right? So we're gonna go ahead and have them go ahead and join in. I'm sure they're fired up for this matchup here, and very what's the word?
Highly anticipated.
Very highly anticipated. That's a word. But like customary. There we go. Very customary to the grand final matches. We do allow for the person from the winners finals that won going into the grand to have a game advantage. So Unrelenting is coming out with 1 game advantage in this series, and such giving no f's about that and landing just a nice shot from a phenomenal pass. I mean,
But he turned his car into a Dominus. He's a reach for that.
Can we just talk about like the ridiculous power you can get off a Dominus if you know what you're doing?
Yeah, well, Realize doesn't care.
Clearly he doesn't care. He's like, you know what? Screw you, casters. I'm coming back with a well-placed freaking upper 90s shot. Completely disregarding the defense there.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. Pre-Jump scored and Realize was like, all right, well, you know what? You want to make it look that easy? I'll make it look easier. And just nice little easy air dribble, burns 2 of them and puts us in top left. You know, easy down the job for him.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just another day at work.
Yeah, as we progress through this matchup, 1 minute elapsed. All tied up in this game 2 because, as you were saying before, Knock, never mind, decides to make it 2-1 with a nice little protractor read, as we've been saying this whole time. Knock finds that placement off a nice pass. I believe it was Realize. Indeed, it was Realize. Putting them up 2-1. Pre-Jump's had a lot of pressure, but it has not elapsed to anything as Unrelenting? I forget their name. Yep, Unrelenting has just, they know where to place the ball, I guess. It just seems. Because they have 2 shots and they have 2 goals. And such, never mind. I'm just going to stop talking. I feel like every time I cast, I curse. The caster's curse.
I mean, it happens to all of us. I'm not going to lie. It happens to all of us. The caster's curse is just something we have to live with at this point. It's like the Midas touch, but like even worse, and you don't actually get gold.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's a good analogy. Is Blinksy? I looked down for 2 seconds because I put my toe on my heater, and Blinksy scored.
What the heck? You put your toe on your heater. Interesting.
Yeah, I got a little space heater down here, and I'm only wearing slides. So I moved my foot forward and my toe touched the hot metal and it hurted.
Oh, that's. I thought it was plastic. The grating,
No,
because
it's.
that
I
that
think
can
it's
get kind of
supposed to be,
dangerous,
but this is hot.
dude. It's crazy. My room, it takes it takes the weather and turns it into like the extremes. And I live in Cali, right? So there aren't any extremes, right? Very rarely we get like an extremely hot day, right? Um,
Yeah.
but my room for some reason it's like I'm in Cali, but my room's in Mississippi or something. Like just ridiculous. Like what the heck? It'll be it'll be like 60 degrees outside, and my room will take that and flip it on its head to like 40. And I'm just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, my room back home was like my whole house would be like, heated during the winter, and then
Mm-hmm.
my room would just be freezing cold like the ice in the veins coming out of Kixby. I'm not a big analogy guy, but
That was a good one though. That was a good one.
I try my best. I do my best. Take a little bow.
Hey, but kicking off this next kickoff here, we've got Setch looking for a pass towards middle, denied though. But I realized I was gonna say his name wrong, but I was like, oh, I realized, right? Right. Okay, now I'm reaching.
Ooh.
I realized his name was a little different there, but not able to get that ball cleared away towards the corner. Looking for a bit of a shift in power right here. Hixby completely not getting the attention he wanted there, but realized able to try to give him enough time to get back and elevate it. Not able to get the shot on target here. Really good block there from Orange Team actually though. Hixby down and out towards the net, not able to get it. Realized having to rotate out with little boost there. A nice touch from elevated. Blinksy not able to get there though in time. Knox with the 50 in midfield. Blinksy able to get a follow-up touch.
And the game's kind of slowly progressed into not necessarily boom ball, but just possession one team, possession the other, possession one team, and so on and so forth. There hasn't been one team that seemed to have more pressure, I feel, as this game has progressed. And it makes sense as the game's tied. I mean, and as I'm saying that, Unrelenting's had a little bit more pressure, but pre-jump's coming right back and scoring a goal just to make me eat my words because they want to prove me wrong. Unfortunate misread by Knox, and Kixby just kind of has to guess. Almost makes a save, but slotted home by Buffy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. Unrelenting is definitely looking like a completely different team comparative to what we saw in their finals match. Completely
See,
different.
I think otherwise. I think pre-jump's looking better compared to. I don't think it's necessarily. I don't mean to like go against what you're thinking. I just feel like pre-jump's looking a lot better off that last series than they did when they played them the first time.
We'll definitely have to see here. We'll definitely have to see here because I mean this was a pretty high scoring game, 3-4, for a high level matchup that we have. But I agree. Mate, there's something that has changed, either for the better or for the worse in regards to either one of these teams. But I definitely do feel like I don't know. It
Uh,
just doesn't seem like Unrelenting has the same thing that they use to create those 5-3 games that we saw, right?
Yeah, and I feel like um, I think it could be a mix of the two because it doesn't seem like Unrelenting has the pressure and the drive that they did last game or last series that these two teams met. It also could have been the wait. Like, they've been sitting and waiting to see who's
Ooh.
going to come up and play them, while pre-jumps had to fight their way back up. So it could just be a game, an off game from Unrelenting, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see as we are hopping into game number 2 Series all tied up at 1 with the game in hand for Unrelenting coming from the upper finals. So now it's all tied up, all square, best of 5. See who takes it.
Oh yeah, and like you say, a lot of teams do experience kind of that lag from being in the grand finals and having to wait for that best of 3 match in the losers finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like 50-50 because I've seen like the team, if they're supposed to be in the grand finals, the wait doesn't typically bother them. But if the team seems like they not necessarily shouldn't have been there, but if it's just kind of like the other team had a bad game and then shows up in the grand finals, that just it makes all the difference for how the grand finals turns out. Which I mean is probably just common sense, but I've just always felt like a lot of people haven't really understood that the most.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It just looks like this, like it looks like Unrelenting has kind of reset to like this is game 1 of the first series they were playing against. They don't have as much opportunities in that midfield. And speaking of which, nobody able to challenge that ball in midfield, and just an easy shot set goal for Elevated.
Yeah, just they were cut out of position, and Buffy's just able to slot it home right down Broadway, putting them up 1-0 with just a minute 30 into the game. Again, still a lot of time left. Not like there's only like 30 seconds left. But last time the pre-jump scored, Realize came back with a nice little pretty kickoff goal. Pre-jump able to hold their own this time though. Oh, don't do it, Real. Okay, I thought he was gonna make me eat my words.
No, they definitely are solid. They definitely are solid enough to. I mean, mechanically, we haven't really seen much hiccups in either one of their gameplays, unless forced. Which is it's just really good to see, because that means that at the end of the day, now it comes down to strategy, right?
Yeah, and if you that's low for percent. Yeah, none of these teams have seemed to make any kind of big mistake like I feel pre-jump was making in their first series. They have a little more pep in their step now, and they realize, okay, we're good enough to win this. Why don't we try to win this? But Kixby, never mind. Kixby decides to do something that just looks really cool and is probably very hard, and we'll tie up this matchup with exactly half the game remaining. This series is just shaping up to be, in my opinion, the best one on stream today. They're a lot
Oh
more
yeah,
evenly matched, I feel, now than they were in their first series against each other.
I
I
agree.
feel like our predictions from game 1/2, whatever we want to call it, were correct in saying that pre-jump has picked up their pace and Unrelenting has kind of just let up in a sense, but I feel like they're starting to pick it back up.
Oh yeah, definitely the defroster is on for Unrelenting. As we see
Sorry.
here, Higsby taking it downfield, Elevated though, able to knock it away. Gets a shot towards net. Knock though, able to keep it in the corner here, beating one defender. And realized over the last defender here, and an easy shot for Casey to just snag.
I think realized that he needs to start doing what he was doing in the last series and just
I
kind
think
of
you're right.
scoring or setting up everything. And
I think you're right.
yeah, I don't
Realize,
think that's the best challenge by Blinksy either as last man. But
yeah. I mean, it was sad enough to say.
oh,
I mean, Knox though able to quickly remedy the situation here. I mean, gets one beat, and then jukes Setch. I don't know if that was the smartest decision for Setch, considering Noct was a little bit awkward there after that first beat. But I definitely think realized, like you said, he whatever got him to getting more solo plays happening for either his teammates or himself, is really kind of showing right now, because you can tell a lot of the touches he gets are very selfless. They're very selfless touches, to allow his teammates to get enough time to um to get into a better position here.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely helping them out a lot, and that's one of the reasons why they're up 2 goals right now. Pre-jump is starting to starting to look like they did the first time they played this unrelenting squad, and that's something they can't do if they want to win the series.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to what I was saying earlier, it just didn't look like they were like that first match in the series. It didn't look like they played this team ever before, and they were kind of just testing the waters again for some reason. And Kixby with his 4th goal of the game. Oh my gosh.
That was a nice little wave dash. I feel like Buffy could have waited, but at the same time, that was a nice wave dash coming in from Kixby,
It was
allowing him
difficult.
to slot that home.
I definitely would say the 50 there, an early 50 there brings him back into a more like more easier situation there, but hey, just water under the bridge at this point. 5-1, 30 seconds left on the clock here. Unless there's some Disney magic coming out, I don't think we're gonna see this team coming out with 4 more goals with 15 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, I mean, there's one right there that's just kind of backs up what I was gonna say. Is I feel like this team just kind of has to go next, realize, accept this L, and that's a good goal for motivation for boost going into the next game. Just don't let them get another one, because five looks pretty bad, but 6 looks even worse. And I feel like okay, but I feel like you can use that momentum, and even if they could potentially get another one, maybe. Oh,
Ah.
they can just smoke the crossbar 3 times in a row though. But I feel like they can use that last goal and that smoking of the crossbar 3 times in a row as momentum moving into the next game, because they're not playing terrible. They just have to clean up their defense, and it's not even like Unrelenting's playing that fantastic defense they were in that first series. It's the shooting accuracy coming out from pre-jump is just not on par, and they're
Yeah,
gonna have to clean that up if they want to be able to take the series.
I agree. It's that shooting accuracy, like you said, it's super important, especially when you get those opportunistic periods where maybe a team, accidentally gets the 50 middle instead of the 50 kind of going straight back into their corner. Like it's those times where that accuracy, right? That accuracy that the team needs to be on par to the on par, comparable to the team that they're playing. Otherwise, that opportunity with an okay shot can easily turn into a counterattack for the other team.
Yeah, and it's just if they're able to, I feel like it just comes down to you can't get down on yourself. Like, yeah, you lost the game. Yeah, the scoreline wasn't too pretty, but yeah, take some positives away. They had their opportunities. They just have to finish them.
Yep, I agree. And going into this matchup here, it's not looking too hot for them right now. Pre-jump still on defense right here, and Knox with a little bit of a pass towards middle. Blinksy able to get a demo there, relieving somewhat of some pressure in that midfield there. Elevated getting a nice touch here, though. Quickly followed up by Kixby. Knox looking to take a solo play here. Getting past 1 defender and 2. Blinksy last back here. Was able to do just enough to keep them alive. And a 50 towards net and Elevated. Completely caught off guard from that. I mean, Blinksy, he's got to understand this 50, it's not going anywhere else but that middle of the field, and it's like you rarely want to take those 50s straight up unless you can get it back into your corner or have a good shot at winning it, because we all know how dangerous it is having a ball dangling in the midfield in front of your net, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it was like he rotated his car too, and it was facing towards the net, which like if you're playing at this caliber against this level of oh,
Oh,
that
wow.
is unfortunate. What a save by Buffy, and what a goal by Blinksy.
Speaking back to your comment of caliber, um, definitely shouldn't be saying that.
Not at all. Not at all. I can back that. And
And
that's just gonna kind of work out.
what is going on here? Is this the grand finals?
Dude, I don't even know what's happening at this point. I'm just kind of sitting back and enjoying the ride.
Uh,
No, but they had Unrelenting had 2 or 3 wide open chances, and they just hit the post on all of them. And Sets just boomed it downfield, and they had nobody back to save it.
yeah, I like, but the fact that they had an open net with 2 shots on that didn't sink was my concern. Like, you've worked so hard to get all that pressure to get them to finally break, and then you're not able to sink that goal in. Because then, now you've got all 3 of you guys committed. Your first man, which beat the first guy, and then your second man that missed the shot, and now your third man.
Yeah, which just leaves our whole team stranded downfield and allows for that big boomer from Sedge to come through
Yeah.
and I almost said equalize, but put him in within striking distance.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you don't want to give him momentum now when you're on such a hot streak.
yeah,
What a
exactly. I
save.
mean, Unrelenting cannot let off the gas, or else we already know who's waiting on the other side, right?
Yeah, the brakes.
Yep. The brakes.
No, but
It's
yeah,
that.
they pre-jump's not going away, so you can't let down on your gameplay.
Oh yeah. The Tesla Roadster. That's what they need to be right now. 0 to 60 in 0.4 seconds or something crazy.
That's insane.
That's what I mean. Any team doing that in this game, I mean, we can easily write off the other one.
That is very true. And Blixie's gonna bully that one home. I don't even know what to say at this point. This series is going back and forth. Unrelenting seemed to have just the upper hand on pre-jump halfway through this game, but that one mistake has just led for pre-jump to get that momentum and get that confidence to just bring it back, put him now in even better striking distance, tying it up with the momentum. Unrelenting has to go back to what they were doing at the beginning of the series and what they were even doing in the first series against this team.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And Unrelenting has what it takes. It's just, I mean, this also constitutes for who has the better mental stamina. Because, these guys, most of these guys are East Coast. And for these East Coast folks, it's already 11. Oh,
It's
voice crack.
11:32.
Yep.
Can
Boom.
confirm.
I can confirm, right? This is naturally just a time where your brain starts to kind of the brain activity, it starts to go down.
Well, if you're gonna bring out time zones, then I can vouch for why. That'll vouch for why pre-jump's a little sloppy. Actually, no, that should make them be thinking even better because Buffy's West Coast and Setch is Central,
Well,
so they should be chilling.
yeah, they should be chilling, and we should have an overtime here, a good overtime with both teams. I mean, it's only a 2-2 goal game right here, and Sech trying to make that 3-2 to try to take this game here to game number 4.
They definitely want to. They don't want to go down 3-1 in this series because that's a steep slope to climb. Steep slope to climb. What a
Oh
save by
my
Blakesy.
god! Oh my god!
Knock just opening up the backfield for Unrelenting.
A freight
Going
train
off.
just came and
Yeah,
just what?
that was insane.
That was
That
a
was
freight
Knock.
train came by.
Knock just rifled a shot on net. Great save by Blinksy. And then Knox just like, all right, well, I'm going to get the perfect landing coming off the ceiling of the goal and clear out the path. Buffy, see you later. Goal, game set, match point, game point.
How? I don't know if you remember the I like trains meme that used to, like in the early
I like
2000s.
turns.
I mean, we need a hey Gad, if you're still in the stream, we need to make some we need to make a little meme right there. I mean, Unrelenting being that train and pre-jump esports being that poor little guy that just loves trains. That came lightning fast. There's no way I could have seen that counterattack being that threatening. Like, and we can only just see how powerful a demo is in that circumstance.
Yeah, it was definitely what like it was the perfect play. You know, he had the perfect landing on the ceiling of the goal after a beautiful shot that by an even better save by Blinksy. And pre-jump thought they were in the clear until Knock was like, "Yeah, see you guys later. I'm gonna knock you out of this net." And
Okay.
I'm coming up with some. I'm not the greatest at it, but yeah, it. Ooh, what was a nice save by Sech. Yeah, pre-jump's got to figure out something because I feel like their motive's kind of gone and it's not looking too good for them right now.
Yeah, I agree. Their motive needs to get a little bit more of a kick jump, of a nice booster shot right here, because
Oh, don't even bring up the booster shot.
I still have yet to get mine. I need to get mine pretty soon, but they haven't gotten anything so far. But that's a nice booster right there of morale. A nice little easy shot there for their third man to come in and knock down. But they're on the verge. They're on the brink of game set match here if they don't come out with all they got here, with every ounce of anything that they can bring to the table.
Yeah, they're gonna. Despite the fact that it is 3-1 in the series, that was a weird little touch there by Blinksy. But
Yeah,
despite
it
the
was.
fact that they are down 3-1, they're about to fight, bite, nail, claw, do whatever they can to try and bring this series back. Because this is the point in the series where that team that's losing is they turn into something whole new. It's a whole new ball game. They start trying to do everything they can to bring any game back, and they got to do it slowly, but they still have to do it. And they're anything can happen, and when it gets to that game point.
Yeah, they do see a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel here with just the way that they're playing, just way more explosive. And welcome everybody that have joined. I see you, Frank. I see you, Frank. There. We've got a little bit of a fanboy for kicks here, but we are in the grand finals matchup here. This is game number technically game number 5, but game number 4 without the game advantage. But it's a 3-1 right here, and Sech making it just a little bit more of a gap here between both teams. 2-0 with 2 minutes left and some change on the clock here.
Yeah, pre-jump. Like I said, pre-jump's gonna do anything they can to bring this game back. They're not going away. They're gonna keep playing, and if Unrelenting can't let them get back into the series if they want to take it, because once they get that momentum, it's just gonna keep building, and the more they keep building, the better they're gonna play, more goals they're gonna score, and it would be possible for them to bring the series back.
Yep, exactly. And knocked. Getting a nice demo, but oh my god, a pin straight towards the net. No third man. You can see they're reaching a little bit more for that Tantaful, just that Tantaful 4-1 almost sweep. Unrelenting here, and it's causing them to kind of get a little bit of a haze to what is an offensive opportunity and what is a defensive opportunity. And
Wow.
huh? What happened?
Blinksy hit realize into the ball.
I mean,
That's one way to score.
I blinked and I couldn't see. I couldn't see what happened there. Blink, see not.
Okay.
And
All right. Well, this is the point where pre-jump has to. They
Stop the
have to
bleeding.
figure something out. They're up 3 goals with 1:35 left. You can't be letting that slip away if you want to have a chance to dig back into the series.
yeah, not at all. You can't, because that's a big goal advantage if they still had the 0-2 right here. But without that, it's just as easy as them getting, like you say, just a very unfortunate, weak goal that they couldn't see coming because of maybe a demo, right?
Yeah.
From Unrelenting. And speaking of which, a shot towards net, and Sech able to get it out of the way. And I mean,
Wow.
right?
Yeah, I don't
Just-
even know what to say at this point. You can't be letting that 3-goal lead slip through your fingers in the last minute and a half if you're trying to come back in a series like this where you're down 3-1.
Yeah, it could very much so spell their demise right here if they don't come back and get something going here. And Blinksy able to get that ball downfield here, and Sech looking for the
What a save by Kixby.
I cease for words right there. I didn't know what to say. This matchup is getting pretty spicy here.
Yeah, and Unrelenting's bringing out the demos now, which that's one of the things that beat pre-jump in that first series they played earlier. And if they can't figure it out, then that could definitely be the downfall of pre-jump.
Yep. I agree. Pre-jump is dangling on a thread right now, a very thin thread, or if you will, standing on a very thin tightrope. And if they don't come out with some nice demos, some really good positioning, some really good rotations, it's gonna be a lot harder for them to get what they're trying to achieve. And right now, like I said, it just looks like they've got their head above the water, but they're not quite swimming, right? They're not quite swimming. They're
They're playing with gasoline over a fire right now, and that right there is going to seal the deal. Kixby off of a misread, I think. A misread
so.
from Blinksy will leave Unrelenting as your, drum roll please, Triple Threat Weekly number 22 champions.
Yeah, he said it here, folks.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Unrelenting with, very, very topical name too, with just the unrelenting amount of opportunities and pressure and shots, and just keep hacking away at the competition and eventually getting that title there. Speaking of which, make sure you guys go ahead and DM myself. I will both teams, Pre-Jump Esports as well as Unrelenting, and I'll go ahead and provide you guys with your prize via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, you name it. But this was a fun triple threat. I think this week was one of the more exciting ones with the competition we saw at hand. Two, once again, new teams that we've never seen come out for our tournaments, showing up what they have and what they can put on stream here.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a really good showing for both those squads and from every team that we saw play on stream today. That was that. Hey, it's only up from here from all those teams that came and participated. You know, the more teams doesn't mean anything. It just means more competition, more getting better, and more chance to upset some teams you think may be better than you, and that's always possible. And it was fun, and I'm glad you had me. I appreciate it, and I look forward and hope we can do this again.
Yeah, I loved the energy here that we have here. And also, I thank you guys so much. Hey, give some love to BJ. BJ's here too. I appreciate it, but hey, this wouldn't be possible. This amount of energy, this amount of just love for the game wouldn't be possible here. I mean, without a co-caster. Like, I kid you not. Sometimes when I'm here just by myself, I'm like, dang, I'm feeling kind of lonely here. I need a co-caster. It's always a lot more fun with someone else. Someone else in the casting booth. But with that being said, make sure you guys follow BJ. His @ is right there. Oh, right there. It's just BJ at Twitter. Mine is also there too. I mean, you guys already know where you can follow me, though.
Nah, make sure to follow him if you don't, though. Come on now.
Oh my gosh, dude. But hey, BJ, do you have any people that you would love to raid right now?
Ooh. Taha.
Taha? Okay.
Taha.
That's funny because Taha was my first pick. It was my first to go. My first go-to. But I was like, you know what, Vince? Yeah, he was my go-to. But I was like, you know what, Vince? He could use some love. What do you think? I'm not gonna lie. I do like Taha though.
I'm
vibes
down for
are.
Vince. I'm down for Vince. I was just looking to see if I'm following anyone who's online right now, which I'm personally not. I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I
What
don't
is
know.
Vince doing right now?
Let's see what.
He's playing. Bruh, he's not even. Man. Okay, Taha. We're sending the vibes. We're sending the love over there. He's not even playing Rocket League. He's playing.
Or G-Man. G-Man.
G-Man? Okay.
RL G-Man.
RL. Is it RL _ G-Man?
Nah, it's just capital R, capital L, underscore, or no, capital R, capital L, and then lowercase G, man.
Okay.
No spaces.
Okay, found him. Okay, G-Man, my boy. We're coming after you. Bam. All right, sweet. Oh, he's playing 6-mans too? You guys get some nice 6-mans gameplay going on. Oh, that did not send. There we go. But we will have the next tournament, the next V6 Triple Threat Weekly posted tomorrow. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch out for that. And we're signing out, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Give some love to G-Man once we rate them. But take care, guys. Peace out.
See you.